Hey guys, welcome to the Oracle of Lilith. My name's Amy and I'm so glad to have you. I hope you're doing well. Today I'm doing just a general chit chat with updates and whatnot on my lupus, the dentures, the channel, and whatever else comes up. So I appreciate you guys being here. And yeah, so if you're new to my channel, hello, how are you? It's so good to have you. I hope you will consider subscribing to my channel and becoming a member of my tribe. If you're a returning subscriber, a tribe member, hey guys, what is up? How are you? It's always good to connect with your energy. So yeah, so what's going on with me? Well, first of all, see my new cup? This is my new mug. I got it from Killstar. Isn't it cool? I love this mug. I'm one of those people that I drink on my coffee for hours. So having this little cool top really helps with that. And it's a great mug. It's like heavy. It has weight and it's a jack-o'-lantern. So hey, I'm all in. But yeah, so because I'm having issues with my lupus, you guys. You know this. One round of prednisone was not enough. I went to my rheumatologist on Monday, and I use cannabis to treat a lot of my symptoms and to try to get my lupus to kind of calm down, and it has worked. But I got myself in kind of an autoimmune disease pit. I don't know how else to explain it, like a hole. When I had my surgeries are a trigger for a flare for me. And I had many of them, dental surgeries over the course of like 2 to 3 months. I had all my teeth removed and my lupus is flaring. It's very angry at me right now. So I'm on another round of prednisone. It's for 3 weeks. They start off with a very intense dose and then they level you down over 3 weeks. And I'm also going on a drug that I took many years ago when I first collapsed, because I literally collapsed in 2013, 2012. It's overlap there a little bit. And I got to tell you, time is very slippery to me because I was heavily medicated for a very long time. So this has given me like a lot of the fear and stuff from when I first collapsed. It's very different now. I'm in a very different place. But still, it's a little unnerving. But anyway, so I went to my rheumatologist on Monday. And we decided to put me back on methotrexate, which is one of the drugs they use to control like rheumatoid arthritis and other autoimmune diseases. It's also a drug in higher doses used to treat leukemia and cancer. So it is a very strong drug, and they have to test your liver often to make sure that your liver enzymes are okay. And the last time I was on methotrexate, I took the pill form and it started to work. But my liver gave out. So I had to stop taking it. And at the time, I was on a lot of pain medicine, like prescription pain medicine. And that always, it always kind of aggravates your liver. So I wish I had gone back and made different choices, but I can't go back in time, you guys. So here I am. I use cannabis for pain, control, for inflammation control, for control of like my complex PTSD and other things like that. So, but because I had all my teeth pulled out, I could not smoke enough cannabis to keep my lupus at bay. Because for me personally, I need to smoke flower, not vapes, not edibles. It needs to be flower. And this is through trial and error. Okay. So, if you're legal, go with your doctor's recommendations. This is just my experience with lupus and cannabis. Okay. I had to figure out my own dosage. That's kind of what you have to do. You have to figure out what weed works for you, what kind. Flower might not work for you if you have lupus and you want to try it. It may be edibles. Everyone's different. So for me, it's flower, and I need at least 1 gram a day, and I can't really get that right now because my tolerance now is very, very low. So yeah, so I'm in kind of a weird autoimmune disease kind of place where my lupus now is very active. My Raynaud's is very active. On some of my videos, you may notice that my hands look really, really pale. That's because that's Raynaud's. That's what Raynaud's does. So Raynaud's is when your blood vessels, like the blood flow in your limbs, is not good because of constriction of your vessels. And I have scleroderma markers, which affect the small blood vessels in my body. So, or they can, you know. But anyway, so I got some Raynaud's gloves coming, so I'll probably be wearing those when I do the cards and stuff. So that's what's going on. So I'm going to be on steroids for about 3 weeks, and I need to honor my vessel. So I won't be uploading as much as I have been in the past, but I will still be uploading. Also, August 19th, well, 18th really, 18th to like the 26th, 27th, I will be out of the office. So I will not be able to do any readings that week. I have someone coming to visit me. Mark Meeker, my moderator, is coming to visit me, and I'm really excited about it. And so I'm going to take that week off and spend that with him. So, yeah. So I am drinking is it Kai tea, you guys, or chai tea? Whichever one of those. Anyway, I am drinking that today instead of coffee. I'm having to kind of give up my coffee. Coffee can be inflammatory. So can, soda. Soda is very inflammatory. So I'm having to be more mindful. Now that I have my dentures, I have more foods that I can eat, and I can eat more non-inflammatory foods. It's very hard when you don't have teeth to get what you need from nutrition. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. That's the tea on my lupus situation, and I do want to do a live. I'm not there yet. I'm not even on camera right now because I'm on steroids, you guys. So, I'm on steroids, and sleep is difficult. I don't feel my best. I feel better. But, I'm struggling. So, and that's okay. That's how it's a chronic illness. It's chronically every chronic day. Okay. It's incurable, and that's okay. I have to always honor my vessel and honor what's going on. So, I've been trying to spend more time down and resting because I'm not sleeping, and sleep is very healing. And that's one thing that a rheumatologist will tell you is that, sleep is very important when you have chronic illness. So anyway, what else is going on? On my dentures, I think I'm adapting well. My tongue is continuing to shrink a little bit. And you may hear some weird sounds like in my videos I'm making because I'm still working out the glue, like how much glue, where I need glue. Eventually, I'm going to get the silicone stuff they make for dentures that holds your dentures in a lot better. But I'm still working on like pronunciation. I feel like I'm wearing a retainer. So I'm adapting to that, I guess. But overall, it's been good. Sometimes you can hear my teeth clack together when I talk, and it's just because I'm not used to having teeth in my mouth. I'm not used to it's weird. It's still weird to look at myself in the mirror with teeth. I think it looks weird a little bit. But I haven't had teeth, so my face structure has changed a little bit because, when you don't have teeth, your face kind of collapses. So I feel like my face is longer. It's just weird. And I have a little bit of facial dysmorphia anyway. As you guys may have noticed, I'm using this little microphone now. And there's a long story why I'm having to use a corded microphone. But my phone that I use to record my videos on, the charger port is broken. So I'm having to use a cordless charger, which is fine. But that port is what I have used to use my cordless mic. And now it won't work, right? So I really need to get a new phone. But with all this other stuff going on, it still works. I can still do my job. So, when I can get to town to do that, I will. But right now it's not a priority. My health is. So anyway, so that's why the cord. And I do think you guys can hear me better with the microphone. Of course you can. How are you guys doing? What's up with you guys? I wish you could answer back. I'm going to start doing lives because, you know, I want to be able to interact with you guys more. It'll be fun. Let me take a drink of my tea. I hope this isn't really hot because with my dentures, I have to kind of watch that because they get warm. Like, it's weird. Having dentures is bizarre. It's one of the most bizarre things I think anyone can do as far as like the inevitable for some people. Inevitably, some people are going to have dentures, and it's a weird feeling. But I will say that there are times I don't realize I have them in anymore. I have almost gone to sleep with them in, and I know some people keep their dentures in all the time, and that may be something I do eventually, but right now at night I take them out. But I almost fell asleep with them in the other night. It was weird. But when I wake up in the morning, and because I take medicine for my stomach in the morning, I have to eat something with it, and I'm still taking the pill apart and putting it in my yogurt and doing it that way. So, but I'll go to like eat something after that, and I'll realize I don't have my teeth in, and I get really frustrated because I have to go through this whole thing because you have to dry them out, and then you have to put the glue on them, and, you know, hey, I sound like I'm complaining. I'm not. I'm grateful that I have teeth. I haven't had teeth in many, 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 many years. Workable teeth that didn't cause pain. So, yeah, so I'm really grateful for my teeth. It really has changed a lot of things. Now, this may get a little intense, what I'm fixing to talk about, but it's part of my process. It's how I heal. So when I start feeling like pain and stuff like that, when I start feeling a lot of pain or discomfort, a lot of times with that pain will come like memories or things I'm healing. And for me, the pain that I go through is connected to the healing. It's hard to explain, but as I feel the pain, it's like I am not able to I'm not disassociating from the pain anymore. And that's allowing like a window for things that I have been through, trauma in my life, to kind of come forward, and memories and things like that. Now, these are not like lost memories. These are memories that I had the overview, but not the detail, right? So now I'm getting detail. And I have made a major connection. And I know for other people who probably, you know, go through this are thinking, how could you not connect the two? Well, if you've ever had like a mind or a time in your life where you've like disassociated from things, you can lose connections. You lose those connections. So when those obvious connections, right? Because your brain it's a safe place. Your brain wants to make a safe place for you. It's a survival mechanism. But as I'm healing these deep, very, very deep wounds, I realized that I always heard people talk about shame, okay? And I never resonated with feeling shame about like my own personal trauma. And then the other day, I realized that a lot of my weirdness, not a lot of my weirdness, I love my weirdness, but a lot of my like, what are those like, yeah, I guess strangeness, oddness, my little quirks and stuff are connected to the shame I feel about what happened. And I have disassociated from that, you know, because in my case, this is so hard to talk about, but in my case, the person who violated my will made me feel like it was my fault as a child. It was my fault. And there was a lot of shame put upon me throughout my childhood by different people. And for me, shame is and I don't want to, you know, it's hard to talk about because we shame our children a lot of times subconsciously. We're not doing it on purpose, and sometimes we are. But, you know, I'm really connected to that. And I think this is how my guides, how Lilith, how Lucifer, how the gods I work with, how they are helping me heal, is they are bridging the gaps of my disassociation by understanding that I was in denial about feeling shame. I was in denial, and it manifested as me, you know, not wanting my picture to be taken because I feel shame about my abuse being photographed. And, yeah, so I had a lot of shame about my appearance, about being a feminine energy, about my body, and I completely compartmentalized that and I was like, I don't feel no shame. Well, yeah, I do. And that's part of the reason why it's so difficult for me to like be on camera and edit my face, because I do have some like facial dysmorphia going on, you know. It has switched though. I used to, when I saw my face, I saw the face of one of my abusers, okay? And now I see the face of one of the people in my young life who I looked up to very much, even though when I came to them and told them about what was going on, they told me that we don't talk about those kind of things, you know, but that person had been abused themselves. So, you know, I look at those situations very differently. And I think what's going on right now with the healing of my body, this is something that I've been working on and trying to manifest a healed state. In order for me to get there, it's going to take cannabis and prescription medication. And I'm going back long way around, back to the story about methotrexate. So I'm going to be taking the methotrexate once a week by injection because my autoimmune disease is attacking my digestive system, my esophagus and things like that. So I can't really take the pill because it can make you nauseous. It can hurt your stomach. You know, it is a low dose medicine that they use at a higher dose to treat like forms of cancer. So, you know, it's a chemo. It's a kind of chemo. People don't realize that they do use kinds of chemo to treat, low doses of chemo to treat autoimmune disease. I had an RN tell me one time, well, you know, they treat it kind of like it's like a cancer of your immune system. And I really started thinking about things differently when I heard that, because you know, autoimmune disease basically is when your immune system attacks your good cells. It attacks the good things. It's trying to kill the good things. It's confused for whatever reason, right? So in a way, it makes sense that it would be looked at that way. But yeah, the thing about methotrexate is that it did work. I also lost an extreme amount of weight. I lost so much weight when I took it in a very short amount of time. And that was scary because I lost my appetite. And also, like, my gallbladder burned up. I was having horrible problems with my stomach. I probably should have been on injections at that point, but, you know, it was very early in my diagnosis, and I was learning how to advocate for myself, and I didn't know there were other options. And I got to tell you, I was too tired and sick to research too much at that time. So I am a little nervous about it. I know that it made me really tired for a while. Your body does get used to that, and it can, you know, completely kill your appetite. But I will be, as always, medicating with cannabis as well for pain, inflammation, and, you know, I don't think it has to be natural or prescription. I think everything can work together to get you into a healthy state. So that's what I'm doing. And meantime, while all this body stuff is going on, I'm healing all these deeper wounds, you know, and a lot of the Dark Goddess readings that I do deal with trauma because it is something that my matron goddess, Lilith, specializes in. She specializes in like sexual trauma, okay? And so she's kind of guiding the way, but I got to do the steps, you guys. And it's not easy. You know, it's definitely not easy. But usually when I'm having some kind of medical issue that I'm dealing with on the daily, I'm also healing on an emotional, spiritual level. It's very strange. But it's common for people who have had trauma when they have like a major health issue where they're in pain to begin to confront their memories of their trauma and things like that. So it's not something that isn't known. It's a weird kind of thing. But we all heal differently, you know. So yeah, so that's what's going on. I'm still doing personal and private readings. It is going to take me longer to get to those. I can't take as many as I normally do. Just like I don't know how many videos, like pick a cards, I'll be able to do a week and things like that. I'm just going to kind of get into the flow of what my vessel needs and allow, spirit, my guides, and Lilith to kind of like point me in the way of when I need to be, when I'm able to make videos. But I will continue to work on this channel. This channel is part of my life purpose. It has, as much as people tell me that my channel has helped them, my readings, you guys help me. You really do. I live a very isolated life. I see maybe one person a day. Because I socially distance, I was doing that way before that thing happened, and I will have to continue to do it the rest of my life. So, so it's really nice to have people on my channel who, reach out to me and care. And I've gotten such love. I've gotten care packages from people. I've gotten so much. And I just want to shout out Magdalene's Crafts. Lily over there is amazing. She sent me a box. It's very touching to me because I haven't gotten a lot of that kind of nurturing from people in my life personally. So it's very moving to me. I also had another person on Instagram. They sent me a box, and Cheeky, I see you, girl. And it was lovely. I got a bunch of sage and stuff from her, and it was great. I got some dragon's blood sage as well, so that was really great. And it's the love. It's not the things. It's the love, the energy, the concern. I never take that for granted. Many of you guys have sent me emails and DMs and left great messages, and you guys supporting me has been wonderful. I am so grateful. I want to cry. I'm so grateful because, I've been alone for a really long time, and I've been very, very isolated. It's probably, helped my health, my physical health, but mentally, it's been difficult because, as someone who has suffered a lot of trauma, I have a hard time trusting people. I have a hard time like opening up to people, and it made it easy for me to remove myself further. So doing this channel, I don't want to say forces me, but encourages me to kind of open up to people and let them into my life and, let my tribe in. It's time for me to do that. So, yeah, I'm working on a website. I'm still working on it, and I don't know when it'll be ready. And I would like to say I'm going to be live next week, but you know what? Maybe not. It may not be till September. I just have to honor where I am. I always tell you guys, to honor your vessel and take care of yourself. And I need to walk the walk, right? So that's what I'm doing. I'm thinking about starting up this thing, like an occult book club or a magical book club where I start reading different books and you guys can read them with me and we'll discuss them. And I'm thinking about that. I also have a second channel, you guys. It is a channel about lupus and cannabis and all that stuff. And I haven't recorded there yet, but I'm going to. I have, it's hard because I want to cry about it because I have so many things I want to do and my body's just like, slow down. No, it can wait. It'll be fine. And it's very difficult because, I was in bed for so long and I thought about things and I just don't want to ever not take advantage of the opportunities I've been given being out of bed now. So, yeah, so I have a lot of plans. I have a lot of things I want to do. And hopefully soon I'll be able to do those things. I'm really thinking about October a lot because there are a couple of videos I want to make of some paranormal places around where I live and take my ghost box. I want to get a camera, like one of those special cameras to film paranormal places like ghost cameras or whatever. But I want to develop that more because that's definitely an interest of mine. I've had spirits around me all the time, and some of you guys have noticed that in some of my videos, I don't point it out, but in some of my videos, there are orbs and there is, sometimes you can hear like a whispering or you can hear a complete disembodied voice talk in some of my videos. The mic is going to make that a lot easier for people to hear. Sometimes you have to got to put on your headphones. And when I do the ghost box sessions, it's always good when you listen to put on the headphones. It's easier to catch. It's hard sometimes to hear it, but I'm doing the best I can, you guys. So anyway, that's a few updates and whatnot of what's going on with me. I am resting up, getting my clients done, their readings done, and trying to film a little bit and rest and get ready for my visitor, which I am so excited about. We have so much fun, and Mark is a whole nother video. Because that's a whole other thing. Lilith is the one that got me to a place where it was even possible for us to meet. So, yeah, that's a whole other video. One of these days I'll talk about it. But some of you guys may have seen him in my lives. He is one of my monitors. And, yeah, so anyway. Okay, well, so I guess I'm going to wrap it up. It's been 28 minutes and 38 seconds, at least when I saw it a while ago. It won't show that for you guys when I upload it, but I hope this kind of catches you up on what's going on the channel. I'm really excited about Halloween. Super, super excited. I'm also working on a second backdrop. God, I can't talk. I'm medicated. I don't know if you could tell. I'm highly medicated today, and I'm going to be highly medicated all day long. But I'm working on a second, background area for me to film at. So I'll have different places, like when I'm on camera, and for my other channels, I have more than one other channel, you guys. I've set up a few channels to do things, so I need different places to film too. So anyway, what do you guys think about the book thing? We can read magical books, we can read horror books, we can even do mystery, but I'm not really into like love stories and stuff like that. Some biographies, depending, but I want to kind of focus on magical books, like a witchy book club kind of thing, and where we can talk about it. I want to do lives where we can talk about the book and that kind of thing. I think that would be fun. And if you're an occultist or you're into magic or the craft or some kind of different kind of spirituality, a lot of times we love books. We love to research. We love books. We love to talk about it. It helps us find new ways to empower our practice, and I think it would be a really great way for us to form a community even, So tell me what you think about that. And okay, I'm going to stop talking now. Thank you guys for joining me today. I appreciate you, and I will see you beautiful, magical creatures next time. Bye, guys.